Got to adjust my SPD. Wrong angle lah guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mann on bike. Man on board, man on bike, same thing. Okay, it's a Sunday morning. Riding out alone. So this video on a request of one of my subscribers asking me to tell the difference between using flat pedal and clip-in pedals. So you know what's the difference, what's the advantage, this and that. Personally, I can ride on either one. I can ride on flats and I can even ride on clip pedals. But for racing wise, usually I'll be in my clip pedals, and for fun factor, usually I'll be using my flat pedals. So it's a personal preference. If you're comfortable with riding with flats, then just go on with your flats. Then you are comfortable with clip pedals, then just ride your clip. But it does take a while to get used to riding with clip pedals, so you have to gain that confidence of using clip-in pedals. Another thing is, flat pedals can win medals too. You know the history. Sam Hill, the most renowned downhill rider, and now he's an enduro racer. Okay, so he's won World Cups on flat pedals, so it's possible. But again, there must be some reason why many riders are on clip-in pedals. So we'll get back to that once we hit the trails. So I'll see you guys at the trails. Got to adjust my SPD. Wrong angle lah guys. So do take note. You got to get the right angle. Okay, got to look out for other park users guys. So I don't have to speed lah, just take it easy, look far, and give them ample warning that you are behind them. Thank you, and be nice. Yeah, one of the advantages of using clip-in pedals, you don't have to worry during the climbs of you losing your footing on the pedals, because you're always clipped in. So you can just power up the climb, make it much easier. Morning, brothers. Okay, you see the two brothers of mine here in front. They are on clip-in pedals.
Which one?
You are on clip-in,
Mine?
not on flat pedals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the reason you prefer riding clip-in rather than on flat?
My friend said more efficient.
More efficient pedaling. Okay, that's one of the reasons.
And will not lose
The grip.
yes.
So your feet will always be on the pedals, right? Yeah, that's great. Okay.
How about you?
Same thing. Makes it much easier, especially if there's obstacles, you can bunny hop, because knowing that the pedals, your feet will be on the pedals, especially on the climbing. You can see, not having to worry about pedal slips because you are clipped in. Okay, we're gonna ask a few more riders. Whew. Okay, good. Here we have a rider on flat pedals.
All the riders on flat pedals.
All! Alamak!
Flat pedal.
These are the
Flat pedal
Sam Hill fanboys. Sam Hill fanboys always on flat. They don't believe in riding with clip. You see, I'm with clip, man. So, true fanboys of Sam Hill on flat. pedals. Why you like to ride on flat pedals?
Because my feet is flat.
Your feet is flat, flat footed rider. That's a good answer. One of the epic
One of the
answers.
best answers.
So what's other reason?
Other reason,
Easy to come out,
look nicer.
look nicer, look like pro.
Look like pro.
So
Simple bang, simple.
simple.
But when you ride, it's problem, not
Apa
pro.
problem? Alam. Okay, so everyone has their own reasons on whether to ride with clips or flat pedals. So okay lah, these are one of the reasons. Sam Hill fanboys
You wanna be?
Sam Hill is good. We are Sam Dole.
Sam Dole. Okay lah, so yeah, I mean it's okay to ride on flats. I mean Sam Hill proved to us that you can win the World Cup with flat pedals. So again, it's preference, but again needs to get some getting used to riding on clips. So I think maybe sooner or later I can poison them right on clip. Right. After getting used to riding with clip pedals, it becomes a muscle memory. Okay, you don't even have to think about getting unclipped when something happens. It just gets unclipped by itself. Yeah, I've been in numerous situations where I crash and my foot just gets unclipped by itself. Okay, we have Mr. Diman here. I want to check with him. Okay, is he riding on flats or SPDs?
I'm riding on flats, enough for SPD.
Why you prefer to ride on flats?
Go on flat, I can easily release. If I using flat, I can easily release. If you are using SPD, if you are not careful enough, you will end up like this. Alamak, I don't see my scar.
Alamak, I don't see the scar. Okay, so according to Mr. Diman here, he got a bad experience crashing with SPDs and he can't get unclipped. Or did you get unclipped?
I couldn't get unclipped on time.
On time. So maybe the SPD too tight?
Maybe the SPD too tight, and it's also it became like how to say it? It's unexpected sudden stop.
Unexpected. So he didn't have time to react to the incident. So he crashed with the SPD still clip on. Okay, so that's one reason why, like I mentioned, why riders try to avoid using SPDs, because of their fear of not being able to get unclipped. Okay, so thank you, Mr.
Okay. Thank you. See you.
So we have another group of abang here. Okay, let's see how many of them are using SPDs and how many using flats. We got one on flat, two. Makcik also can. This one not makcik lah, kakak lah. Kakak younger a bit. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, clip 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 aku kira macam mana ni? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6. So a few of them on SPDs. So abang, you on flat or on SPD? Flat. Another Sam Hill fanboy. Pakcik, tengok pakcik use SPD. Okay, so you use SPD must be committed, right?
Yes.
Must be committed.
Salam the pakcik first.
Oh, salah the pakcik. Salah.
Jangan Aman.
Macam Kurang ajar Lupa pakcik aku tak salah. Kurang ajar betul. Kena sepak dengan dia betul. So as you can see, it's personal preference to use SPD or flat. Okay, so some of them have the fear of not getting unclipped if something happens. Okay, but like I say again, if you keep using the SPDs, it becomes a muscle memory, becomes natural. If you crash, it just gets unclipped on its own. Okay, so that's my take on using flats or SPDs. Okay. One thing good about being clipped in is that you don't have to worry going through the rough sections, because knowing that your feet are or your foot always stays on the pedals. Okay guys, we're gonna find a few more people to interview to see what they feel about riding with flat pedals or SPDs, or also clipless or clip-on, whatever you call it. So in short, SPD pedals. Don't take my word for it. Okay, so we're gonna ask opinions of others. Okay, what they think of riding with those kind of pedals. Okay, so let me go up this climb. Okay, this is a climb. Okay, so climbing easy. I'm on my SPD pedals, so easy for me. So I'm gonna look for more riders to interview lah. So it's wonderful play. I don't have to worry about the pedals coming off. Okay, Assalamualaikum. So let's do some interview. These brothers of mine, I believe they are all on SPD pedals, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, why do you choose SPD over flat pedals?
So my opinion, beginners normally we use flat. Then when we get to know how to use clipless is the best.
Okay, why clipless is the
right?
best? Yeah, clipless lah, clip-on lah, SPD, everyone understands it. Okay, it's just a term. So why is it the best, or why is it much better than riding on flat pedals? To your opinion, or
Stay
what
on
you feel?
on the pedal.
On the pedal all
Okay,
the way,
stay,
right?
your feet-
Stability.
Okay, your foot stays stuck to the pedals all the way. Then so it makes climbing easier.
Yes, definitely
Yeah, what about efficiency in pedaling better?
better.
Much better. a
But
lot
what about
better.
crashing?
100% better.
When something happens, do you have time to get
Yes.
unclipped? Do
At
you
times,
have to
no.
think? So at times no.
Yeah, no.
But most of the time, do you think it just
It
comes
just-
out automatically?
Yes.
So it becomes a muscle memory, correct?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
so guys, it's proven after some time riding SPDs, you will get used to it. It becomes a muscle memory. Even when you crash, somehow it gets unclipped on its own. Okay, so thank you, Abang.
Right.
Alright. Okay, guys. Almost about 1 year ago, I crashed at this jump, broke my femur. So coming back, hitting it again. Okay, just doing a simple jump. Just doing a simple jump. Okay, Bismillah. Still can do it. Okay guys, just trying out the jumps at Gangsa. It seems I still have a bit of fear. Not fear of the jump, but a fear of crashing. Natural, comes natural after a crash, especially if you broke something. So I broke a major part of my body, the femur. Okay, that's one of the strongest bone, or perhaps the strongest bone in the body. I broke it, so I still yet to overcome that fear of crashing. Okay guys, we got few more people to interview. Okay, the question is flat pedals or SPDs. Okay, so we look at my brother here, his bicycle. Flat pedal, tengok, flat man. Flat pedals wins medals. Sam Hill Motor. Okay, Abang, just check you. What's your name? Joe. Joe, hi Joe. Mann here. You are? William Mann here. Okay, just a short video because there was a subscriber asking me which pedals to use, flat or SPD, and why. What's the reason? So my question to you is, why you choose the flat pedals over SPDs?
Technique.
Technique. Any other things? Technique only.
Easier to bail.
Easier to bail. That's the thing. But
Technique and easier to bail.
okay. In your opinion, you guys, you think any advantages or disadvantages?
Got one
for
more.
both?
Singapore is very, very muddy.
Singapore very muddy,
When
so
you push your bike, when you get back on, flat pedals, you can continue pedaling. Sometimes with SPD, it gets clogged up. It takes a while for you.
So it will get clogged up in the shoe, something like that, in between. Okay. So Joe, right? Joe saying that clog up the shoes, the pedals, so it's more difficult to mount the bike and go. See, on flat you don't have to think, just straight away on the saddle, on the pedals and go. Okay. So you think which one is more advantageous, flat or SPD?
They both have their own pros and cons.
Pros and cons. Okay.
If you're using SPD, you want to chase speed, you're after a cross-country timing, then I will use SPD.
So SPD for speed. Okay. So
Power transfer.
for style, flat pedals.
Because I cannot go fast.
Then you think if you can't go fast, you style it up. So use flat pedals, you can style up everything. So bailing is easier. If it's a muddy condition, you don't have to think about getting mud stuck in your shoes, whatever. Just put your feet on the pedals and go. Okay. So Joe, thank you for your comment,
Cheers,
your
man.
opinion, everything. Okay, and you again, sorry?
William.
William. Okay, thanks William. See you around. Okay, we got a few more people to ask. Let's go and ask this abang-abang. This abang also want to interview. Never mind, we interview all the people here. Whoever we see, we interview. Assalamualaikum. Kalau jawab Melayu, kalau tak jawab Pinoy.
Waalaikumsalam. Macam mana ni? Oi, dahsyat dia basikal ni.
Sorry. Okay, let's see. We got so many bikes here. Flat pedals, flat pedals, flat pedals, flat pedals. Again, we have the Sam Hill fanboys here. All on flat pedals. Abang, why you all using flat pedals? Why none of you using SPD?
It's just easy and convenient, abang.
Easy and convenient.
Get the job done.
Get the job done.
And get the right shoes.
So you feel that SPD more like for racing or what?
I find it more stable when I use flat pedal because it's easier for me to bail.
Okay.
And then at the same time, it gives me a better footing on my pedals also.
Okay.
Then like I said, other than that, it's cheaper also. To be honest,
Cheaper. Really? Because I know some flat pedals can cost over $200.
Yes, I mean, but then it applies. There's a range. Same goes for the clipless. You want to go for that one also, but if you go for the low range also, you don't get the easy. Where you can slip it easily and you can pull out easily. So safety issues are also a concern for me also.
Alright. So asking the group, so if you put a challenge, you give a rider with flat pedals and SPD, who you think be faster?
Who do you think will be better? If you're talking about based on the clips on the pedals, I don't think it's fair lah. It depends on the rider lah. I give you flat pedals, I will clip because you still with me.
Okay, so like what Abang say, it depends on the rider. So if the rider is good, it doesn't matter what kind of pedals you have. So one example is Sam Hill. Sam Hill is on flat pedals, wins medals also. So we have Greg Nina also, fast rider on cleats. So again, both have their pros and cons, so it's to each his own. Whatever you're comfortable with, use them. Okay, thank you, bang.
Alright, bang.
Thank you.
Safe,
All right.
right safe.
All right. Okay, guys. Back at home. Just in time because it started raining. In today's video, we interviewed some riders as to why they choose which pedals, the flat pedals or the SPD pedals. Again, it's more likely to personal preference, but at least some of you may have a better understanding what are the pros and cons of using those pedals. So again, it's personal choice. So if you think you want to try SPDs, not from flat pedals, you want to try SPD, just bear in mind, to set your tension screw to a bit looser. So get used to riding with the clip pedals or the SPDs. Then tighten as you get more comfortable and more confident when using them. Okay, so that's it for today. Do like, share and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification for future videos, guys. Thank you.